There's a Twitch streamer, not that popular, but she went to a party with very popular Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
She had a little bit too much to drink and she passed out. She didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
She wakes up the next morning and her friends tell her that when she was sleeping, another Twitch streamer known as Slicker or one of these, right? Slick went into the room, kissed her while she was sleeping, and was grabbing on her chest.
That's bad.
Yes.
That's not good.
Now, Slick claims, I was just checking her pulse, but there were many witnesses that said, hey, no, that's not what happened.
Good.
And Slick has a best friend, and his best friend is a very popular Twitch streamer known as Mizkif.
Oh, God.
And when Mizkif found out about this, he wanted to protect his friend, allegedly. So he got his girlfriend and Mitch Jones to head over to the victim's house to stop her from her coming out with a statement. Well, she wanted to come out with a statement no matter what after she found out what happened. So they manipulated the statement and had her add a line to the statement.
They did.
That said, I do not feel like I was SA'd.
Yeah.
So Mizkif gets exposed for covering up an SA.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Career ending. If this was a YouTuber, a TikToker, if this was a NASCAR driver, an actor, if this was anybody in entertainment, in public life, a politician, covering up an SA, career over.
Career over.
But that's not what happens to Twitch streamers. Because when Twitch streamers do something disgusting like this, they get rewarded. They actually get more viewers than ever before. Donations, subs, and it's all right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking to the victim right now. So yeah, we're going to call the victim. We're calling Adrianah Lee. Adrianah Lee. And we're going to watch some clips of Mizkif's return after covering up an essay, and it's not good, people. So I'm just going to play it without our little podcast dude or whatever his name is.
Dude, Chad, it's been. I'm very glad to be back. It's been.
Oh, he's glad to be back.
Yeah. So this is his
guy's
first stream
glad
back, right?
to be back.
It was been the shittiest 3 weeks of my life easily.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Is he the victim or Andrew? Adrianah Lee.
He is acting like he went through an assault and kind of had his name dragged.
Oh.
Yeah.
Easily the shittiest 3 weeks of my life.
Whoa.
That's not good.
It's been a bad time for him. Interesting.
Oh, good. Yes, I sent a request, but I don't see it.
I barely sleep.
He doesn't sleep, people. After covering up an essay, he doesn't sleep. Maybe he's the victim. Should we feel sorry for him? 1 in the chat if you feel sorry for him. He hasn't been getting a lot of sleep. 2 in the chat if you're like, no, you covered up an essay. I don't care that you're not sleeping. Why are you even in this entertainment space anymore?
Right. Okay, so Chris the Narc is now calling the victim of Poggergate, Adrianah Lee, on Discord.
I'm letting you know, I don't sleep. No, I don't sleep. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, maybe. I have night terrors all night.
Oh, he's got night terrors. Who feels sorry for this guy? Not me.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Not me.
You are a perpetrator.
Okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen. He is trying to tell his audience, like, oh, I can't sleep. I have night terrors. You know who probably really has night terrors? The victim. Because when she was sleeping, she got essayed.
Chris, are we good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so now we have Adrianah Lee, the victim of the SA at the hands of Crazy Slick. Adrianah, can you hear us?
Yes, it's just kind of echoey, but yeah.
It's kind of echoey. Okay, but it's doable?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Adrianah, I'm sorry. I am so you know I've reached out to you a couple times and we spoke briefly. I really want to do an interview at some point, and this is just happening off the cuff. But
yeah,
the first thing I have to say is, what is your reaction to Mizkif's return? Because I found this so disgusting. It wasn't just him having a pity party for himself, all right? Him claiming, oh, I can't sleep. It was so much more than that. Him playing that sexual harassment, like training video as a joke. I mean, so much. Like, what is going through your mind when you're seeing this?
I just feel like it's very discouraging and kind of like a slap in the face, because I feel like as many sexual assault survivors have gone through so much, and just for people to play it off as a joke just kind of like reflects on what kind of community he's harboring.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just, it's the entire Twitch community. All right. While all this was going on, you had XQC, which you seem to be cool with. I seen you saw him at TwitchCon. You gave him a hug. You posted a picture with him. That guy was titling his streams like Dramageddon, like the final chapter. Like he was even making memes and jokes about this very serious thing that happened to you. And I just don't think that's cool.
There's other things that he was probably covering as well with that stream. And like a lot of people are covering it as it's like drama, I guess, because like even
but
like
it's not drama. It's like it's a real issue that multiple girls in the Twitch community have had to deal with. I was at
I mean like it is a real issue, but like I don't really think of it more as like titling. Like you may be like, oh, she's just defending XQC, but because I feel like the way he talks about it is very serious, and the way he's talked to me, even like in private, is very like serious and very reassuring. Because sometimes even like I'll sit there and like gaslight myself and just be like, oh well, you know, and he'll be like, no, like it's okay, like you're allowed to feel this way. Like so he's always been reassuring, even the way he speaks about it in on stream, whatever, is really reassuring. However, I've seen a lot of other streamers talking about it, saying things like, oh, I was watching this soap opera, I was eating my popcorn. Like a soap opera? Like that, people calling it a soap opera is actually fucking disgusting.
Right.
Amen to that. And here's another thing that I saw that really disgusted me. All right. Your exchange with Pokimane. All right. Pokimane, and I understand that you're going through a lot. This is very emotional, and maybe you didn't recognize it at the time. But if you rewatch the clip of you and Pokimane talking and her apologizing to you, or somewhat apologizing to you, she is talking down to you and belittling you so bad. She is like literally talking to you like you are a little kid.
I haven't really rewatched the clip where I had like a level head, I guess, so I really don't know if I can speak on that.
You have to rewatch that clip. She's not even using her real voice. She's using her little girlfriend simulator like character voice when she's speaking to you about this serious topic.
I don't know. Maybe it could be perceived that way, but she did reach out to me in private, and she was very kind to me. So
Hi. So Adrianah, Salvo Pancakes here. Ever since the whole Poggergate broke, who has kind of been there behind the scenes to show support versus who hasn't been there for you?
No, it's actually surprising. Like a lot of people who weren't there for me before, kind of like just changed their mind on the topic. And that's why, like, I think I tweeted about it. I was like, oh, this isn't like eye-opening for people. It's just people know like what's better for their career. Let me just reread my tweet.
Dude, everybody in this industry is fake. Every single one of them is fake. Pokimane wanted to laugh about this. Hassan wanted to laugh about it. They all wanted to make jokes. They wanted to throw this under the rug until they realized there was going to be backlash, and then all of a sudden, they're your best friends. The fact that this guy, Mizkif, can come back after everything that came out and make jokes about this is disgusting. There is absolutely no real punishment for Twitch streamers. If it's a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, an actor, anybody outside of Twitch, there are real consequences for this horrible, horrible behavior. You were taken advantage of when you were sleeping in your most vulnerable state. And his consequences for this is him getting more viewers, more subscribers. He made over $9,000 on his return in new subscribers. I mean, this is disgusting.
So
Yeah, I feel like it's just really like sad because over like the past year, it's just like I've said this before, I'll say it again, like people, my friends who were dropping like flies, like people I thought were like my really close friends who were there for me when it first came out, like my first twit logger, they suddenly decided like, okay, well, like it's not benefiting me in my career anymore. I'm like gonna find a reason to hate you. like a lot of people.
So people were just supporting you for the little like woke points, and then once it wasn't working, they abandoned you?
Yeah, and it's like really, like they would either abandon me and they would be honest about
Pretty
it.
bad.
Like they would sit there and they would say, oh well, like it's because the crazy slick thing, whatever. But other people would sit there and like make up rumors or like say like random ass reasons to cut me off just because they didn't want me around.
So Adrianah, going back to the night where Maya Higa and Mitch Jones and others came over to your house, what did they want to make sure was included in the Google Doc, initially? Because there's been lots of rumors that they wanted to make sure certain things were included in the Google Doc. I guess I'm trying to ask, like, what was your truth that you were trying to put in the Google Doc versus what they wanted you to add?
I mean, I feel like everything I've said previously and all my other things, so this isn't like news or anything. But the one thing that was like really wanted to be put in there was like and when you read the thing, it says like disclaimer, like this was sexual harassment, not assault. Like that was the one thing that like they really wanted to put in there. But also like different words were changed
And the thing is, Adrianah, that doesn't even make any sense. All right. How do you tell a story of you passed out, sleeping, him going in and touching you? He's not your friend. You don't know him, right? He's in there touching you. How can that line exist with the story? I don't feel like this was.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't even make
like
sense.
People love to sit there and be like, Adrianah's a clout whore and she's changing her story. It's like if you read the first tweet longer, the story's not changed. It just has different vocabulary this time.
Dude, this Twitch community is disgusting.
It is disgusting. Adrianah, so after the story came out, did Maya, Mizkif, Crazy Slick, or any of them reach out?
There was like I was supposed to volunteer for like Maya's like sanctuary thing, but as I stated before, like I got kicked out of the Discord, and like she said like, oh, we moved to a Twitter group, but I obviously wasn't added in that. And then even though we're mutuals on Twitter, and then after I just kept hearing a bunch of shit talking, and I said this before, all of this is not news, just disclaimer.
Yep.
After like I just kept hearing people shit talk about me like at a party that Crazy Slick was at as well. I like walked up to him like, we good? Like, can you stop talking about me? Like, I don't appreciate this, whatever. And he uses that because I went up to him at that party and like told him to like stop talking about me. He uses that as Adrianah apologized to me. And even in my first stream back, I said, Slick, if I apologize to you, tell me what I apologized to you for. Falling asleep? Like, the fuck did I apologize to you for? Like,
dude.
Like, what, where?
I mean, this is, I can't, there's so many levels to how messed up this is, but how do you feel about Twitch? Twitch not taking action. I mean, they claim to, love women, support women, all this other stuff with protecting women, support the Me Too movement and all that. How can they allow these people on the platform after what happened?
I don't know. I feel like it's just discouraging in general because, like, you see these people who are like, oh, we're sticking up for women. And a lot of other women who know how hard it is to be a woman on the platform, yet they're still supporting these people that do these things. So it's like you would think, like, if you sit there and you express and, like, even have had your own controversies where people have hated on you because you're a woman, and then you go and continue to support these men who are belittling women and their experiences. It's just like so hypocritical.
Dude,
I feel like
Mizkif horrible, but I see Maya as the worst.
Yeah.
Because Maya is a fellow woman.
Yeah.
Like, she should understand what happened to you. And the fact that she went there trying to manipulate you after knowing what happened,
first I did. Like, I really did think that, like, she was there for me and, like, trying to look out for me when she went over there. Like, that's, like, the impression I was under. It took me only a week or two to realize, like, I was manipulated and gaslit.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, Adrianah Lee, as these stories are coming out and people are kind of talking about it, they're kind of letting it slip that there might be more women that might have been SA'd in the Twitch community. Do you have any more insight on the possibility of more perpetrators that Twitch and other streamers are kind of protecting?
Yeah, I mean, of course there is. I can't speak on other women's experiences, but
Right.
like, what's the statistic? Like 1 in 3 women,
Sure.
like sexually assaulted.
It's just
Like,
unbelievable. And dude, what is wrong with these guys? Because this is happening way too much. Like, what is going on with these guys? They can't get girls.
They can't get girls.
Slick can't get a girl.
It's
Just like it's
clearly.
unbelievable. What did you think about who's the woman, the other woman that defended Slick?
Minx?
Minx. What did you think about the stuff that Minx was saying? Because at first Minx was like saying that you were a clout chaser and that Slick did nothing wrong. And then she did a full 180 and like confirmed publicly that you know, they covered up the essay and that Slick is horrible.
I think that when that first came out, like it was just it was like a perfect example of my friends turning against me, because it was happening while I was streaming, that she was streaming, and I was sitting there expressing like, hey, these people I thought were my friends did this and this, and like cut me off, whatever. And as I was saying that, she literally confirmed that statement, because I thought she was my friend up until that stream.
So, Adrianah, going back to the question about possibly more essays in the community, obviously, you know, I'm not really telling you to come out to tell other women's stories of that. I'm kind of speaking as terms of just more generosity. It's like, is there other active essays that you know about that are actively being covered up by other Twitch streamers?
Not that I know about in particular.
Well, let
but
me
I
say this. I know for a fact that you have trouble sleeping at night. Didn't you say that you have like a really hard time of like when you're laying in bed and your partner comes up and cuddles with you, like, you know, that triggers you, and sleeping
Yeah.
is an issue, right? Don't you find it to be the biggest slap in the fucking face when Mizkif is up here saying he's having a hard time sleeping and playing the
Yeah,
victim?
I actually I quote tweeted it on my like super followers on Twitter. I was like, wow, having trouble sleeping at night, that's pretty ironic.
I mean, chat,
Like,
think about
I-
this. She was
I sit
sleeping,
there-
she got SA'd, and then this guy that covered it up is up there crying that he can't sleep at night. Do you know how fucked up that is on multiple levels? And that's not just it. We have another clip, and Adrianah, if you could just wait 2 seconds, we're gonna play this clip right now. Play the clip of him pulling up. Watch this. This is what he did on the return stream. The return stream of him covering up essay. Go ahead, play that.
As an employee, what do you need to know about it? First, sexual harassment.
He
is against
watched-
Why did he
the
do
law.
this? I don't understand
Dude,
this.
you can cut it right there because we don't need to watch it. He literally watched a sexual harassment training video on stream, making a complete joke about this. And there's another clip on my Twitter. I don't know if you have that one, the cover-up clip.
The cover up clip. Yeah, I have it when he's getting the tattoo, right?
Yeah, pull this one up. Pull this one up. This one's insane. It's on my Twitter. I just tweeted it.
I have it in the doc.
I just tweeted it.
So, Adrianah, as our producer pulls up that clip, has there been any outreach by specifically Mizkif and Maya to, I guess, express their condolences after all
Wait,
this?
real quick. We're gonna just play this video. Go ahead.
Master at cover-ups and reconstruction.
Me too, for 4 years.
Excuse me. Is I am a master at cover-ups and reconstruction.
Me too, for 4 years.
I mean,
There's-
it's right there.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
right
that's
there.
pretty gross of
Come
him,
on,
honestly.
He's making jokes about covering up an SA.
Yeah.
Like, guys, like I this is so bad, and there are no consequences. He made $9,000 extra.
So, Adrianah, has Mizkif and Maya Higa reached out?
Maya has reached out and said sorry. I haven't replied to her.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I apologize.
So, Maya reached out and said sorry. What did you tell Maya?
I haven't replied.
Okay, smart. But nothing from Mizkif.
Mizkif he like first messaged me, was asking questions, and I was like, dude, there's no way that you don't know. So I just started ignoring his messages and like ignoring other people's messages, because it's like at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna sit there and like, I don't know, like be like, oh, it's okay, because it's not.
So, yeah, I completely agree with that. What do you think should have been...
Yeah. No, let's get to this question.
Yeah.
What is justice in this situation? I want you to actually go through every single person that has wronged you in this situation and tell us what you think should happen to him. And dude, you don't have to be nice. You don't have to be nice. What happened to you was so horrible and they're making a joke out of it. I want to know how you really feel what should happen to these people.
See, the thing is, and I went on Dr. K recently, and he like expressed this to me too, that I don't really think about me anymore because my trauma is so like already ingrained in me that it's like something I need to work through personally.
You can include murder in the consequences if you'd like, Adrianah.
No, I just feel like I don't want this to happen to anyone else. And I feel like when people harbor...
But it's going to happen because they're making jokes out of it. It's going to happen. He got rewarded. He got more money. So how, like, that's what I'm saying. There is no consequences.
That's what I'm saying. It's really hard because it's like when I don't want this behavior to be excused because when people who watch Mizkif see like, oh, well, ha ha ha, it's funny that this girl got touched when she's sleeping. They go home and they go to their high school, they go to their frat parties, whatever, and they do that because they see that there is no consequences to doing that.
Yeah.
And where's the justice for them? Because they're not social media influencers. They're not hopping on the Keemstar show, like being able to talk about it. Like,
right.
Like these people that happen in their normal lives, they don't have the chance to say anything about it. They just have to sit there and be quiet and suffer while their coworkers who touch them can get away with it.
I mean, this cover up is so bad, is equally as bad as somebody doing it.
Yeah, because I feel like if anything, I don't know, like in general, if you know about something like this that someone has done, like witnessing and not saying anything is almost like, I don't know, I feel like it just condones the actions, and it just, like, if anything, like, it encourages more people to do it in the future, because if they see, oh, well, my favorite streamer, Crazy Slick, did this, and he's back, and he seems like he's doing fine, then I can do it, and I can get away with it. Like, why do I have to face repercussions? Like, it's just a really bad example for people in, like, daily life.
Shouldn't Mizkif be banned from Twitch? Like, I think so. I think he should be banned.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like if in any other, like
company, you'd be fired. You'd be fired, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to say on the matter that you feel like the public should know? Is there anything where you're like, man, I wish people knew this?
I just wish, I don't know, I feel like...
There is something, but you don't want to say it. Say it.
I didn't have much time to prepare. I just was about to stream, and then they were like, come on the show.
It's not about preparing. Is there something that you wish the public knew that they still don't know?
I just know that if I was a man coming out about all this stuff, it wouldn't be questioned. It wouldn't be excused at all. But because I'm a woman on the platform, and it's a male-dominated platform, people see themselves in these predators, and they defend them as if they were defending themselves because they know they've done fucked up things in their lives.
I want to say one more thing to you, because somebody on r/frenemies3, they pointed this out. So Mizkif is friends with H3H3, Ethan Klein, right? They're friends, they're buddies. Ethan Klein covers all these big stories that happen on the community, but he hasn't covered this Poggergate story, and it's very strange, because he's friends with Mizkif.
True, he is friends with Mizkif.
And he actually had this giant, like 17 or something different episodes calling out David Dobrik for covering up an essay.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Yes, of course. He made it his whole identity.
For some reason, that H3H3 podcast is not covering this story, and it might be because he's friends with that guy. Have you put any thoughts of that before I brought this up?
She had to have.
I feel like I know Hassan talked to him about it.
Yeah, but Hassan, he's a bad guy.
On that other show.
On The Leftovers.
Yeah, Hassan and them talked about it, but I don't know. I don't follow H3H3. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yo, round of applause right there. Amen.
Round of applause. There's no reason to follow
There's
H3H3,
no reason.
Adrianah.
If you're following that, you're a middle-aged woman with nothing to do.
Of course, and she's a young lady with lots to do. Adrianah, any other questions from Chris and Keemstar?
No.
We need justice. We just need justice. I'm going to fight for it. I will make sure that this community never forgets what these people did.
We're going to fight for you, Adrianah, until the end of time here. I appreciate you spending the time with you. Have a good stream, Adrianah, and please reach out if you ever want to talk on the show again, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adrianah. Absolutely. Goodbye. I'm so glad that she never watched the H3 podcast and does not keep up with Ethan